turn it low. We keep on rocking till the early morning. Say, hey, now, now.
I'm Michael Franti from Spearhead, and I'm down here in lovely New Orleans for the Jazz and Heritage Festival, which is something that we pretty much come to every year. We don't always play at the festival. We usually play like somewhere off the festival so we can play. Like last night we played from 2 till 5 in the morning.
The people that they got to go, I want to keep them till the early morning. Say, hey, now, now.
Here, the music scene in New Orleans has this long history of African music mixing with Western music, you know, and that's really what reggae is, and is this mix of this heartbeat rhythm combining with Western instruments, Western chordal structure, you know, and then also the foundation of the blues, you know, and but again, it's really about the people, you know. That's what makes the music and the life in New Orleans so special. Well, Bob's music has had a big influence in my life because I was born and really was a child during the 70s. And during that time, there was a lot of soul music that was on the radio that I heard. There was artists like Stevie Wonder and Curtis Mayfield and Sly Stone and Marvin Gaye, who were really speaking about issues of the heart. And what I mean by that is they would speak about what was happening in the world around them. They were speaking about what was happening with the environment, with wars that were taking place at the time. And then they'd also put songs about how much they loved their girlfriend right next to all that. And then in the late 70s, disco came in, and there was no place for those artists on the radio anymore. And so I, at that time, started hearing reggae on underground stations, and I resonated with that voice of speaking about what's happening, you know. And so since that time, reggae's been a big part of my life, you know, and not only Bob's music, but artists like Black Uhuru and Steel Pulse played a big influence. Burning Spears, big influence in my life. Muta Baruka, Linton Kwesi Johnson, and then also other artists who became influenced by reggae music. Artists like The Police and The Clash, who took it into their own, you know, took the rhythm of reggae and took it into their own experience, and they've all had an influence in my life.
Yeah, look at the people that they got to go. I want to keep them till the early morning. Say, hey, now, now. Hey, now, now.
And some people get into music because they have this burning desire to speak about something that's in their heart, you know. And, you know, I don't feel like anybody is required to make political statements in their music. But I do feel that all of us as citizens of planet Earth, at some point within all the different things we talk about in music, have to express what's in our heart about the state of the world, you know, or at least about the state of our own communities, you know. And so, you know, it's not a responsibility that people have, but it's a personal request from me to other artists to, you know, find that seed that you can plant in those lyrics that will affect other people. This is Michael Franti from Spearhead. You are watching BobMarley.com. Peace.